Ease your mind, make you no go kill yourself. When you go make them now, only God go know. You dey try, make you no go lose yourself. No go stress yourself, cause no be you get yourself. Oh Lord, say now you go forgive me peace every.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Nice Corner. I hope you guys are wonderful and you are blessed. And you guys know what to do. Before anything, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the bell notification so you can keep up with everything in Nice Corner. Today, I have a wonderful guest with me who is a contractor. We're all into contracting, y'all. He is going to go over with us the different ways of contracting his business and everything that he does. So please help me welcome James Arthur. Hi, James.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on my channel. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, of course, of course. So to start off with, where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Ghana, but I left quite young. And the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago. And
Trinidad in the house.
by way of New York, spent a great many years there. But I've been back in Ghana since 2012 now.
Oh, wow. That's a while. How do you like it here?
I love it here. I came back by want of just being home and getting out of all the things that are going on in the great United States of ours.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely feel you on that one. So please, can you share with us your contracting background?
Okay. My contracting work started here in Ghana. I got into fruit juice a couple of years of being back, and we then acquired a farm, and from that we had to build some infrastructure. So I started doing that, and it just snowballed into designing, building houses for people, and now we're working on a 20-unit apartment building.
Ooh, 20 units.
Yes,
Wow.
it sounds like a lot, but we do it one block at a time.
We'll say one block at a time. I like that, one block at a time. So how long have you been contracting here in Ghana?
Since 2016.
2016.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow, you've accomplished a lot in that short duration of time. So, tell me, why did you start contracting? Why did a bug hit you? Did you realize this is something you'd be good at? What started this for you?
Well, I believe I was pushed into it. What wound up happening is I was in a position with running and operating companies where we needed structures and buildings and infrastructure, and did what everybody else does, go out and hire a contractor. I had some technical background before that, so it made the experience a little bit easier, but as hiring these contractors and looking over what they were doing, I found myself being on site as much as them and sometimes more than them, and doing a lot of corrections and modifications and adjustments to the point that I decided to just take a project over myself, just to get a certain standard and quality of work that we might be used to in the so-called Western nations or foreign nations, to get that quality here. I just took over some projects, and so far so good.
Well, that's actually really important because the quality, make sure the quality is there. And that's why I'm interviewing you, because especially us coming from the West, it's really important to bring that quality, to get almost that pride to your work. So I think that's really wonderful what you're doing. So with quality materials, can you please share with us different quality materials that you use or that you know of when it comes to contracting, some of the best that are out there?
Okay, well, there's so many different phases of a build because we build buildings from the ground up, from the excavation for the foundation all the way to the complete finishing, windows and doors, and handing keys over to customers. But you have different levels of the build. On the finishing level, most people might know, okay, they want high quality paint from paint manufacturers that they know of and they heard of before. They want tiles from either Spain or Portugal versus some of the other places that we bring tiles in from. But even then, on the structural level, There are different qualities and then mixed grades and quite technical things. So that's why it's very important if you decide to build for yourself or hire a contractor that the person is reputable and the person has, it's best to do some of these things, honestly, from my experience, through word of mouth. Through, okay, I have 2 friends or 3 friends that have used or worked with this person before, and they're very satisfied with what the person has done for me, versus going on the internet or seeing a TV commercial and going forward that, or hiring some guy that you know from around, because it's your home. It's probably your biggest asset. It's probably one of your business investments.
It is. I mean, your home, that's like the biggest thing, like you said, you could probably ever invest in. So you want that done well, which is leading me to, this is actually, guys, Miss Naya's new contractor. She's been having, as you guys see, a lot of problems with her house. So basically, James, you're cleaning that up. So could you please share with us the different strategies that you're using to kind of clean up kind of the faulty job that was done to Miss Naya's home?
Okay, so what we came in to do, there were structural integrity issues. So really what we came in to do is kind of overshoot. So in the event that something is not done well, then you want to place and put structural supports and reinforcements that are even overdone, so these things can support some of the things that weren't done the best and give you the stability that you need. With Naya's project, we were able to, completely rectify the issue and the problems, and so now she has a solid foundation, and now she can build her home, finish her home the way she likes, and be very comfortable and safe and secure that she'll have a structure that can last her for decades to come.
All right, because that, it kind of hurt me what was going on with her house. She was saying she wanted it for her daughter, her grandson, to leave that legacy for them. And it, with her home kind of being like taken advantage of. I think it's wonderful that you've come in to correct that for her. And that says a lot about you and your work. So kind of like with contracts, get into contracts. Here, it's important where both parties are protected. And really, I've noticed that contracts, they're here, but it's not really an ironclad document. So what would be your suggestions for people who are looking to build a home or structures in terms of contractual agreements to protect them as well?
All right, so this is the thing. Usually with contract in Ghana, you have 3 major levels of contractors. You have individuals that went to, here in Ghana, we have polytechnic schools, which are equivalent to maybe an associate's degree in the States, or a 2-year course. It's a polytechnic. We have people that have gone to civil engineering polytechnic classes, and they might be qualified in the States as a draftsman assistant or a junior foreman. We have these people that actually come in and act as contractors. Usually the agreements aren't in writing. Usually they're verbal. And if you decide to go this route, it's incredibly important that you yourself have, I would say, a decent technical background, because now in anywhere else in the world, unfortunately, the level of experience and education of somebody that is at this level of contracting wouldn't qualify them to build a home. They wouldn't be able to get the license. They wouldn't they wouldn't be allowed to do it. But here in GH, because the laws are a little bit more lax and the government oversight and some of these things are less solidified, they have room to operate here. Now, you can get great ones, but it's kind of a hit or miss situation. Yeah. It's like a 50-50. And it's a big gamble with a home. Now, if you have a lot of technical experience, if you happen to be an engineer or an architect, or you have these qualifications, then you can do that, because then you yourself can go ahead and supervise their work.
Exactly.
But if you don't have the time, or you don't have that technical experience, I would tell you to avoid that type of situation, because you can, that was more or less Naya's situation, that she got involved in people that have been around job sites and this and that, but don't necessarily have the technical know-how on top of the will to do it right in them. So what I would say is that's one category. The second category is you have qualified, educated contractors that will draft a contract and that will take responsibility for your work and get the job done for you. The last is you have big companies, and these are big companies that build huge buildings and homes. This is like the priciest category. This is something where they do estates development. This is a safe way to go. It's probably the most costly way to go. We kind of sit in the middle. We're not a large company. I handpick my entire team, but we're able to bring the same results. And there are a couple people out there that do this. They're able to bring the same results that you can get from a large company, JMP Properties, Trisaco. You can get the type of building result without having to go for that large company that has that big overhead. Because obviously with these large companies, they have a lot of infrastructure support and staff and secretaries. And so...
Right, because that's really where people... Because it's like with people coming here, of course, it's a lot of money. But it's always good when you can also have like a cheaper way to do it when getting the same results. So with those options, that's kind of putting it out there for people who maybe want to spend more money, or versus like somebody who kind of wants to stay in the middle of how, when they built their house or whatever their structure. So could you also share kind of things to maybe look out for, with your house, building your house here, kind of some advice to diasporans coming here?
Well, if you're not going to be heavily involved in the process, meaning that you're going to be at your site every single day, then you have to hire an experienced, qualified person that you trust, that somebody else has recommended to you, that somebody else has, their work is known, what they do is known, and maybe that there's a growing repatriated diasporan community. So people that have a responsibility to the community. So for myself in particular, like the entire community knows me. So I go to people's houses and we have dinner. So the whole thing is, I could never put myself in a position where the work that we deliver and the finished product that we deliver isn't what it needs to be.
Okay.
So look for ties. Look for somebody that has ties to the community. Look for somebody that has, and then also we have to realize that we have different standards. The truth of the matter is, my standard for what a washroom is supposed to be, I'm going to go very basic and simple. My standard of what a washroom is supposed to be is greatly different from somebody that has born and raised in Ghana, never left Ghana. The standard is different. So when you say to somebody, I want it to look good, good is arbitrary. Good is based upon one's point of view and perspective, one's life experiences.
Right, that's very, very true.
So you have to get somebody that has similar life experiences to yourself, because if not, what you're good and what they're good, because they can really be putting forth their best.
Exactly. Kind of like everybody's filters are like different. What one person may think is good will not be what I think is good. So with you saying kind of it's good to have somebody kind of a similar, I guess, say maybe like taste or background, so they'll know kind of like, okay, well, when my washroom is done or when my kitchen is done, they have kind of similar standards to what I have. So that's very true. It really is. That's very true. So with you, James, you showed us your building, your I guess I would say like apartment. Would you consider that like an apartment complex or something like that?
Apartment building.
Apartment building. Okay.
That sounds like a big thing when we say it, right? No, apartment building.
An apartment building, and it's coming along really, really nicely. So, what other projects do you or that are up and coming with you other than that?
Well, we're building houses for people. We're remodeling houses. We get a lot of remodeling work. We get a lot of drafts work. So we have a full service contract company. So we can, from the conception stage, so you can give us verbal ideas or even a sketch of what you want, and we can create you a building plan, a technical plan. You can take that technical plan and build it, or have somebody build it, or have us build it. And we're full service. So we can go from the idea of your home to your home being there and us handing your keys to you. And I don't really, my major work honestly is a property developer. So the contracting is my side hustle. So I really work with my clients. If my clients want just us to develop technical plans, great. If our clients want us to do a remodeling, great. If clients want us to build a house from scratch, we can do it.
Oh, so you're kind of versatile.
Yeah, it's what we're needed to do, because a lot of it comes from a position of people in the same situation and circumstance as myself are coming to a new place and are in a new place. How can I help? What can I do to help? And how can that also benefit me and benefit the projects I'm trying to do? So it's like a collective thing.
Right.
You know, how can we trade our skills and our knowledge to benefit the community?
Oh, that's really nice that you're like putting the community like first, and that really speaks a lot about you and about kind of what you're about, what your company's about, and just really helping people. And that's really what it's about. So I appreciate you coming on my channel. This was really valuable information, because I want this video to be put out there so people will know kind of like who to go to, who to trust, because it's a really tough situation to be in when you're stuck with this house. You have contractors that really aren't doing their job well, and coming here from the diaspora, it can be kind of like a bewildering experience, because some people don't know people, and kind of like, who do I go to build my house? And like you said, your house is like one of your most valued assets. So you don't want to turn that loose to just any old body. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that people will know that they can trust you and what you have to offer. So if anybody wants to get in touch with you, how can they get in touch with you?
Okay, you can give us a call. We can get an email address out there. I could provide that for you, so you can let everybody know.
Yes.
Call, email, available on WhatsApp all the time.
Okay.
And I think that would do it.
Okay.
I'll leave those at the end, so you can definitely share it with everybody. And absolutely.
Okay, alrighty. Thank you so much, James, for coming on my channel, and thank you guys for tuning in. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this information with others. And I will put all of this information in my description box so you guys can take it and view it and use this wonderful brother's services. And I'm also going to do a follow-up video with Miss Naya with her house, so we can see the awesome job that James did to her home. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.